was sitting at my fourth and final residential facility in 2019, and I had no concept of a higher power. You know, everything I was doing wasn't working. And they took us to a 12-step meeting. I do work the 12 steps. It's not for everyone. Totally get that. It's what works for me. But any way that you found a better quality of life, that's what you should do. I was sitting at this meeting. I was listening to the way this guy was speaking and his knowledge, you know, of the book and the way he was talking and the way he handled himself. And I was like, man, I like what this guy has. And, you know, I approached him at the end of the meeting. I said, hey, will you sponsor me? He said, sure. He came to the residential facility. We sat down. He said, what's your concept of a higher power? I said, I don't have one. I said, at the end of the day, man, I make all the best decisions for me. I know myself best. And he's like, man, your best thinking got you a seat in rehab right now. Like, you probably need to change things up. So he took me to the ocean. We were sitting there, or standing, and we were looking out at the waves. And he was like, you know, I could barely hear him. And he's like, look out at there. He's like, is that a power greater than you? And I was staring at the ocean, and I realized I had no control over that thing. And I said, yes. And he said, bam, the ocean's your higher power. And that's what started my journey. A simple belief that I could not run off self-will anymore. So if you give that a chance, that's probably a great place to start.